Welcome to Monday Night Suck Me Off.
I'm a roll her eyes. I'm cool. I'm a bitch. Yeah, I'm the bitch. I'm a bitch.
There's 9,000 people that are going to stand up and say, fuck Ric Flair.
It's Monday night. Triple H keeps on dropping these little tantalizing niblets, all while basically not doing much of anything else. Slight improvements to Raw, but nothing really spectacular. But slight improvements to Raw. What's up, guys? Hit that like button and jam that thumb directly up my rectum. And tonight, in the crowd, Dexter Lumis is arrested. Or was he? He was escorted out. I don't know. They got a little bit of a shot of it. I like the tease. I like that they tried to keep it real, like there was a fan trying to jump the barricade. It's weird because I heard the crowd pop for the noise of somebody, of something. And I said, oh shit, someone's coming out, or it's Tommaso Ciampa's up. He's coming. And then nobody came in the ring, and I was like, oh, I guess the crowd cheered for no reason. What's going on? Did somebody get in a fight in the crowd or something? And then I saw the corner of my eye, I believe Dexter Lumis, and but they didn't cut to a close-up of him, so they were trying to play it off as, you know, a fan, something happened with a fan. Very interesting that they did it that way. I like that, actually. Like, the way they did it, they basically told you, look, AJ Styles is acknowledging it on camera a bit so you can see it, but we're not going to cut to it because that's not believable. But now think of all the people who might have been there that are going to put the videos out online of, you know, what happened on their cell phone cameras and things like that. So I like the generated interest at the end of the show. Let's be honest, I didn't give a damn about this when the match started. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Anybody who pretends like they gave a shit about AJ Styles versus The Miz, this was a garbage main event idea, and I was just like, I don't care. So we got the Miz, who I'm sick of, and we've got AJ Styles, who never wants to win because he wants to play video games on Twitch and doesn't want to be a world champion in real life. So why do I care about these two guys having a match? But, and I know they've got a rivalry right now and whatever else, but I mean, really, why would I care about them? But, to be honest, that was one of the Miz's best matches of the year in a while. Like, that was a decent match. You know, some things I don't like about the show, I'll tell you right off the bat, because now we're getting into the Triple H era for sure, and there's problems for sure. There's good things, but there's problems. They're still doing the backstage interviews where they say, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome at this time my guest. At this time. Well, what other fucking time is it? You stupid fuck. Please, somebody fix this. Triple H, interviewer, whatever you got to do. Just grab the microphone and say this. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest, Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa, you decided that, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing here with Tommaso Ciampa, and Tommaso Ciampa, tonight, you've got a match against the one and only The Miz, and that's all you got to do. Not, ladies and gentlemen, please join me and introduce my guest at this time, Tommaso Ciampa. And then Tommaso Ciampa goes, Tommaso, let me ask you, like, stop it. Stop. There is no need for the robot interviews. Fucking stop it. By the way, I told you John Laurinaitis would be fired. A couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever it was. Remember somebody said that I didn't know shit? I told you he will be fucking fired. Boom, he's gone. First of all, I said it way before anything really crazy happened, right? But how could you not believe me when Vince McMahon himself is gone? But I mean, I said this 3 weeks ago. This guy's fucking done. He's fired. And Kevin Dunn will be another domino soon that's out of here. But for now, you know, we knew John Laurinaitis was going bye-bye. So that guy in the chat who trolled me for weeks that I was some kind of weird liar, you know what? Mr. Fist or whatever your name was, fist yourself, brother. These announcers are just terrible, like I said. The announce team. There were a couple times tonight where I enjoyed, like, Corey Graves put out a couple of snarky comments, and I think maybe Byron or somebody was like, would you stop or something like that. And it was all right, but again, it's nowhere. It's not Gorilla and Heenan. It's nowhere near it. I wish it was. It's not even near it. It's like once in a while they flirt it, but they don't do it. So don't even do it because it's not good. So I hate the commentary team is just blah, absolutely blah. Please go hire Mauro Ranallo, and if you can't hire Mauro Ranallo, call me up. Please, Triple H. Call Joe Cronin up, all right? 38 years old. It's not much time left. Give me a call. Road Dogg, tell Paul, please. Man, you know what? At this point, put me on heel commentary because it's so boring. It doesn't matter how much I call the show. Off the rope, clothesline, what a shot! They don't even need that. They need somebody who's like a psycho on heel commentary at this point. All right? Dude, Bayley doesn't even know the name of her teammates tonight. Anybody else realize that? Bayley doesn't know the name of her own fucking team. Yeah, I know I don't know their names. I said their names wrong, but, that was fucking hilarious, by the way. Oh, boy. It was a rough one tonight, man. Make no mistake about it, this show tonight was a little bit rough. But you can see the creative spark that's awesome. It's better, again, than usual. Raw tonight, again, slightly better than usual. Number one, tonight we got the continued focus on the United States Championship, as we were happy to have the last week or so. And tonight, we also got the focus on the women's tag team title. So right now, listen, make no mistake about it. I understand what's going on. We are working to build the belts. And I know that the one problem about that is rather than have people in feuds of like, I'm mad at you for some reason and have these sort of character developments and stuff like that, they're more focused right now on... building the belts to make sure that they're in some kind of tournament so that they mean something. But that can be a little bit boring a bit because there's not a lot of drama going on the show. It's more about, hey, I hate you because you've got belt and let's have belt match fight. You know what I mean? Media One Software, what's going on? Bailey looks, chunky, he says. So we're focused on the belts. It's tournaments. It's wrestling, supposedly. I think there was some decent wrestling or solid wrestling tonight. But again, that doesn't interest me that much because a lot of times I feel like AEW has better wrestling. So if that's the case, you know what I mean? I'm looking for the stories and the over-the-top stories and stuff like that. Give me some of that. So we didn't really get a lot of that, really. And we got decent wrestling, I would say, a lot of 6 and 7 out of 10 matches. AJ Styles and The Miz was actually pretty decent at the end here. One of The Miz's better matches. But, again, they're just missing that other part that I'm looking for. They've got they're caring about the belts. I like that. They're caring about the titles. They're trying to build those up. But it's not quite there. It's not this amazing Triple H's thing. There's so many fake people and wrestling reviewers and wrestling people all over Twitter and YouTube and everywhere. Like, yes, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, all right, bro, you relax. It really wasn't that much better. But what's good is, again, like I said, there's a focus on the belts, making the belts mean something. That's awesome. There's a clear focus on rehiring people who are awesome or good or have potential that were let go for stupid reasons. So there's that going on. I think they're overly focusing on the women a little bit, but whatever. Now there's the focus on the women's tag belts, which is good because they were disgraced by Sasha and Naomi. Just like Sasha and Naomi disgrace the fans when they have meet and greets and they don't want to go anywhere near the fans like this. And by the way, remember all the people in the comments section on my video earlier about Sasha and Naomi? And they were like, oh, you're a fucking narrative, nice narrative. Other people were there behind glass cages. Oh, yeah? Other people like, what, Lita and Trish hugging this guy? How about CM Punk, who leaned in with this guy to take the picture? How about Naomi, who later took a picture with the guy? How about several hundred other people that all took normal pictures? By the way, John Cena wasn't behind a glass case because John Cena was in Cardiff. So I love to go through the comment section of my Sasha Banks video about her not wanting to go near fans. Because guess what? It was only fucking Sasha. So many fakes in the comment section. Oh, it's COVID, dude. Don't you know COVID and monkeypox? Dude, you know how many people said, hello, COVID and monkeypox? Hello, you're a sheep fucking retard? So first of all, you can't get monkeypox unless you fucking butt-fuck Sasha Banks. So you're not going to get monkey fucking pox, you fucking retards. Second of all, COVID? Okay, why aren't they wearing masks then if they're worried about COVID? You fucking idiot. It had nothing to do with that. So everybody in the comments was so fucking wrong. These fucking WWE fan troll robot fucks. Go fuck yourself. CM Punk, Naomi. Even Naomi is hugging the fucking guy down bottom right. She's fucking standing right in with him. Only Sasha Banks didn't want to fucking stand near people. So don't you fucking dare tell me that I was fucking wrong or make-believe shit or Cena was behind a glass case. No, he wasn't. He was behind a glass case maybe when COVID was fucking on fire and they were doing meet and greets. Everyone was. That's understandable. This is different. Nobody was behind a fucking case. Nobody was standing 3 feet away from other people. Not a fucking chance. So you fucking simp fucks in the chat or the comment section of that video yesterday, how about that, you fucking mongoloid fucking freaks? Weirdly defending this. Nah, bro. People were angry, so I covered it. Oh, you got nothing else to talk about? You're right. There was no news yesterday. You know what was news? That was. People wanted to talk about it. The people there were pissed, and they tweeted about it. You fucking blaming me for the fucking real reality of what it is? You fucking LARPing fucks. You think this is normal? Does that look normal to you, you fucking mongoloids out there? You weird fucking goddamn robot WWE trolls in the comment section? Yeah, this is totally fucking normal. Let me tell you something. Oh, they're all doing that at the thing. Yeah, okay. I guess you weren't there then because, hey, what's this? Lita and Trish hugging the guy? CM Punk hugging the guy? Naomi doing it? What did Sasha do? What did Sasha do? Like, present him like a fucking goddamn fucking restaurant platter? Look at Sasha on the top right. Yeah, stand there. I'll present you like a fucking, like the peasant fuck you are. I thought this was maybe to get heel heat or something. Like there was something going on, But, hey. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Oh, you think Sasha Banks doesn't like men? Why is she married then to a man, huh? Why is Sasha Banks married to a man? Did you guys see all those comments on my video yesterday? There was like fucking 50 of them. Oh, yeah? And then if Sasha Banks doesn't like men, and why would you say she doesn't like men? Oh, because she hugged a woman. She was hugging women there sometimes, but not the men. It's kind of weird, right? Oh, but she's married to a man. Is she really married to a man? You think Sasha Banks is married to a fucking man? Yeah? Does that look like a fucking man to you? Bro, does that look like a man to you? What about the man that Sasha Banks is married to? What? Dude, bro, that don't look like a man. You think that guy's a man? Where is he, by the way? I never see him anywhere. Come on, bro. She's the man in the relationship, bro. She's the fucking man, bro. Well, if Sasha doesn't like men, why is she married to a man? How do you know he's a man? I'm not so sure. Doesn't he sew fucking dresses? Fuck you smoking, bro. Yeah. Sure. You keep telling yourself she's married to a man. Sorry. Let's go to the donations. Shit bum.
Dexter Lumis is back. Dragged out of the crowd. The silent killer. I'm excited to see where the story goes. Gargano next? Raw was okay. 7/10.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people thought Gargano was coming out. A lot of people thought Gargano was coming out. But instead, it wasn't Gargano. It was nobody. And then Dexter Lumis ended up being detained in the crowd, which I thought was pretty good. Alex Oli, thank you for the fight. Imagine if it was just really random and he wasn't supposed to be there. That's what they want you to think, you know, a little bit. Like, oh, what if, you know. But they did a good job with it, I guess. I think Gargano's going to fucking AW already or something. I don't know. I don't care. That was kind of good, but it was the best thing was probably the idea of that tease at the end after Raw was already kind of over. I was like, yeah, let me see that, or what's going on. Oh, I guess we'll have to wait till next week. So good job on that, though. You know what I mean? So, you know, the idea that Gargano and all the Triple H guys are coming back. That's one thing that you can't deny. So the positives tonight. So I'm going to go over it again really quickly. Thank you for the donation, Alex Oli. What's going on, man? The dono link is down there. You can super chat, use the donation link, keep my show on the air. Thank you to anybody who wants to support my channel. But yeah, the positive things tonight, for sure, were that number one, the championships matter to Triple H in a way that, you know, hopefully the championships will matter a lot soon. But right now, it's like, okay, good. There's a tournament. They're trying to make the championships matter. So that's the positive. They're trying to make all the titles matter. The United States title. They're trying to make the Continental title matter. They're trying to make the women's tag team titles matter. That's positive. They're bringing back people that shouldn't have been fired in the first place, or people that were either talented or had potential, and they got let go. So they're back again. That's good. There's some sort of thing going on with some of them. Looks like maybe invasion type of stuff going on. I don't know. So that's good. Little Easter eggs, like Curtis Butler said. Some of the wrestling is a little bit improved as well. You know, tonight The Miz and AJ Styles actually had a pretty good match. Now, when the match started, I thought I fucking hate this match. I don't give a shit. This is how Raw is going to end. So that was how I felt going into AJ Styles versus The Miz. I said, who cares? The Miz I'm bored of. AJ Styles doesn't want to be here, so who cares? But then they went out and had a decent match. AJ got hit in the head with a chair, so I guess the chair shots to the head are back, which is great, because I've seen people get hit in the head with the steps. The steel steps that actually could really hurt your head, like fracture your head or like waffle your head enough that you get a concussion. The steel steps. We've seen people accidentally hit by them in the head. Those are okay to hit in the head with, but you can't hit someone in the head with a steel chair that's practically gimmicked. You know, these are light steel chairs. So I never understood that. You put your hands up, you block it. Triple H was one of the best. Triple H is one of the best in the history of taking a chair shot to the head. because no matter how slow someone swung it at his head, he would slap it with his hand and he would fall over. You know, I used to love selling that when I was wrestling. Selling a chair shot to the head. It's the funnest fucking thing. You know? Triple H was great at not actually taking a square shot to the head for the most part. He blocked it, but he made it look really good. And I love when, you know, an announcer would say, like, Triple H tried to block it, but God, it cracked his skull. You know, that sort of thing. It's like, oh, like it's like not only you're acknowledging that he got his hand up there, but that didn't matter. That chair whacked him. You know, I love that sort of thing. Always did a great job with it. So there's some stuff that's pretty good tonight. But a lot of the stuff was just kind of bland and regular old Raw. Kevin Owens with a bit of an attitude. Enough of this Ezekiel crap, it seems. Finally. You know, that seems to be moving on, so there's that as well. But, you know, so there was some improvement again. But, you know, again, I'm not like blown away like, my God, this is a new era. Like, look out. But it does feel, you can feel the change. It's just not super obvious or super like, you know, all flipping on its head. It's a slow transition into what, you know, seems to be the goal. So we'll see where this goes and what develops. Shit bum.
Evening. Tonight was
DWELSH.
4/5/10 the beginning. Ciampa, Seth and Dexter Lumis arrested.
Right. I'm looking for some of the Dexter Lumis arrests in the crowd. You know, those camera shots. If I still had a Twitter, I could get them tweeted at me. That's always the best when I would get them tweeted at me. But now it's like I can't really get a clip of those. DWELSH becoming a $5 shit bum. What up, DWELSH? How you doing, dude? Let me try to type it in. No Dexter Lumis. Let me type in Raw. Maybe I can find Raw. WWE Raw. Let's see. Looks like WWE Raw had an unexpected visitor. WWE tweeted that out. So WWE just tweeted it out. So they've made it pretty obvious without, you know, they didn't get any close-up shots of him. They didn't go out of their way, but the commentary team, you know, mentioned like Dexter. Was that Dexter Lumis, or they said something like that. So they acknowledged it, but I like that they sort of didn't really. They didn't make it obvious that it was part of the show by getting a camera on him and, you know, close-ups of him, his face being like, you know, that sort of thing. That I don't know why. I don't know if I'm almost shocked they didn't do that, to be honest, because that's something you would do. But this is different. I will say that. Just having the arrest in the background, kind of, and you know, AJ Styles kind of looking on, like, what's going on here? So that was interesting. Now, lots of people did get shots of this from the crowd. By the way, Dexter Lumis looks so much like Stone Cold sometimes. It's crazy. There's a good shot of the police grabbing Dexter Lumis and arresting Dexter Lumis. So he just looks like a fucking nutsack. I love him. I love this guy. Who doesn't love this fucking like? Dude, look at him. Dude, those eyes, bro. Oh boy, I love it. So many people, dude, are tweeting that. So we're seeing some kind of somewhat interesting stories. By the way, we got video of Dexter Lumis being arrested. In case you wanted to see this. Yeah, dude. Oh man, that looked hilarious. So that was pretty cool. People are saying that was the best Damian and Finn Balor sounded. Who tweeted that, bro? What a fucking dildo. They did not sound very good to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Ridiculous. Let's see. There's more video coming out about from Dexter Lumis being arrested. Bro, he walked backwards. He walked backwards the whole way out of this place, dude. Look at this, dude. Dude, he walked backwards the whole way out of this place. Dude, you could just use fan cams to edit that whole transaction, or rather transition, of him going to the back. Shit bum. That's hilarious.
Wasted 3 hours of my life.
Ugh.
Going to go back to not watching this shit again after giving it a chance tonight. This had to be a top 5 trash Raw I've seen. There's 400 random ass woman tag teams now and they are all so fucking cringe my ears were bleeding.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that the focus is on the belts a bit here. Sasha's Mouthblood. Thank you, Sasha's Mouthblood. I appreciate that there was focus on the women's belts, just like the mid-card titles as well. I appreciate that. But, yeah, the women were kind of boring me to tears tonight. I think it's a huge mistake to start the show off with the women. This is not... That's going to hurt the ratings.
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete. I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers.
And where was Theory?
I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
Why are most of the women wrestlers like 5 feet tall? They make Bayley look like a giant at 5 feet 6 inches. Also, it's been how long and there are still at least 3 different pronunciations of Omos/Omus. Miz is so lame. I only caught the last hour but Raw.
Yeah. Who was that? That was Diverse. Yo, Diverse. Thank you, Diverse, for the $3. You thought Raw sucked. Wow. Listen, I didn't really love Raw tonight either that much, even though they were trying things and they're doing things. You know, I would say that this Raw was maybe a 4 or 5 out of 10. Maybe give it a 5 out of 10 for some of the stuff. It's just too long again and all these other things. They tried. The women really weren't that great. That was bad. I'm going to say, I mean, dude, the ratings because of the women, they did not execute, in my opinion, tonight very well. Shit bum.
A little too much Io Dakota Bayley, in my opinion.
Yeah, a little too much of them. They weren't able to do much. Bayley is, somewhat passable on the microphone. Dakota was all right, better than Bayley, but not the main speaker. And obviously Io doesn't really speak that much English, so it's kind of a rough situation, my opinion.
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete.
Thank you, Alex Soley.
You little meth head devil worshippers.
Go ahead.
I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
Theory's uncle died. That's why.
I'd love to get monkeypox from Sasha Banks' smile.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Diverse, that's a good point, man. If you get monkeypox from her, it's because she let you put it in her. And she had it. But yeah, people were like, oh, she wasn't going near people because of monkeypox. What? It's not how you get it. You raised a piece of shit!
Bayley is the pockets of WWE. Her and Orange Cassidy should fuck. Rest in peace, Olivia. Imagine the decades of semen shot towards a TV screen during the end of Grease.
Right.
I'm guilty too. In 2-hour special, Lex Luger didn't say steroids.
Really? And he didn't say Miss Elizabeth either? That's weird. Thank you bum for the dono.
What happened to your Twitter?
Sean Ross Sapp happened to my Twitter. He doesn't like me. He said he was laughing about taking out my my Twitter, I guess. C Nation News, thank you for the $3, my friend. Really appreciate that, bro. You know what? You're a... Oh! Oh my God!
We plan the spot all day. I want you to jam it in.
Oh my God!
Oh, it's in your bunghole.
It's Drew Bar.
Oh, it's in your bunghole.
$100.
I want it jammed in my bunghole.
Drew Bar!
Is it worth watching again yet or no?
Wing!
Is Raw worth watching again? Drew Bar, my God, man. Dropping a huge bomb. If you like Raw, if you like a slightly little bit of a better Raw than you got 4 or 5, 6, 7 weeks ago, then yes. If you, Drew Bar, this Monday, if you like a show that's 1 point better than it used to be, you'll love Monday Night Raw. Woo! Goddamn, Drew Bar. Drew Bar 100, dropping 100. Holy hell, let's put him up on the board. Top dog. Man, we haven't heard from Drew Bar in a couple of weeks. Bombs away. You know what, Drew Bar, though, I got to be honest. Yeah, man, it's not, you know, I would say that Raw used to be a 2, 3, and 4 out of 10. I would say right now Raw is somewhere around a 5 out of 10. So it's a little bit better, but not that better. You know, it's only about a point better than it used to be, which is some progress. That's progress. We're sort of getting there a little bit. But my God, there's got to be more, and there's got to be bigger. We got to build some stars, man. We got to build stars right now. Man, Drew Bar, thank you so much, dude. Holy shit, bro. Yeah. Sean Ross Sapp said that he'd like to see my kids starve, I think. I think he said that in his brain. I don't know if he said it out loud, but can't prove that he said that. But I think in his head he was like, you know, I'd like to see Joe Cronin homeless and dead. And, you know, he did say I was a scumbag, and all you guys are scumbags too. He said all you guys are stalking doxers and, like, people who are malicious. Meanwhile, his people are sending me death threats. So you never know. And then I lose my Twitter, but he doesn't lose his. So you never know. You never know. All I know is he actually went up and started a fight with a guy who had his child with him and then had Brian Zane record it. So he was trying to start a fight with Bill Bahati so Bill Bahati would punch him. And if he got that on film, they would have taken him to court. That's how sick these social justice warrior people are. That's how sick Sean Ross Sapp is. And if you've seen Sean Ross and Brian Zane's Twitter, you know that they're crazy social justice warriors. They'll just call anybody they don't like. They call them racists. Even if they're liberals, they call them racist. They call them homophobes. They just do that so that a mob of people will try to get you to kill yourself. They want to see somebody die and kill themselves. That's what Sean Ross does. He wants to see someone suicide themselves by bullying them on Twitter and stuff like that. And what can be better than making someone get erased from Twitter, you know, who didn't do anything? You got to love it. You got to love it. That's what people like that. Oh, we're the tolerant, peaceful people. Yeah, okay. No, you're actually the fucking Nazis yourself. Like, you're the actual fucking sick ones. But yeah, they're sick people, bro. But what are you going to do, man? That's what people are like. And the devil doesn't come, you know, screaming like me, like, oh, fuck this and suck cock and that. And no, it comes like somebody like that who pretends to be a good person. You know, I'll never forget what Janelle said on this show about him. I can't wait till the Me Too happens on him, because there's a big Me Too that's going to happen on that guy soon, and it's going to be fucking funny. he's going to be banned from everything. Like, I mean, like, from going to events. From, like, dude, these fucking women are nuts out there. That's going to be real funny. Oh! What the hell? What the hell, DWELSH?
Spot all day.
Dexter Lumis is here!
I want you to jam it in. Whoa, it's in your bunghole. Whoa, it's in your bunghole. I want it jammed in my bunghole. Whoa, it's in your bunghole.
It's Hiroshima in Nagasaki.
Audio Jungle.
Guess I'll match Drew Bar. Let's go. Shout out to FBI for raiding Trump.
The FBI raided Trump today as well. That's true. When are they going to raid Hunter Biden? See how it works? They don't raid him. They raid Trump. But the child porn's on the other guy's thing. DWELSH, thank you for the $100.
$100 Mar-a-Lago.
We found imagine they found pictures of Trump with strap-ons on at Mar-a-Lago. That's what they're looking for. They don't want him to be president again, bro. They will do anything to keep him from being president again. They got some serious World War plans. They can't have Trump win because then we might have no war. DWELSH, thank you for the $100.
Who put the bomb?
I can't fucking believe this, man. What? Jesus. Wow. God damn, man. No, it's permanently banned, Tex. It's not fucking coming back, bro. Someday it's gonna be on site with him, and I'm not gonna be there with my 8-year-old kid either. It's on site, motherfucker. But I'm not fucking Billy fucking step outside. We'll do it right there. We'll do it right the fuck there.
Oh,
on site, motherfucker.
God, feed me Omega.
Shit bum.
People wondering where Theory is his uncle passed.
Thank you, Alex, and Drew, and everybody else who told us. Yes. So, okay, so Theory's uncle passed away, so he took time off for that. Okay. That's good. That's not good news, actually, but for him and his family. But, I mean, it's good to know that he's not being, like, sidelined for something else that's weird. Although, I guess you'd take that over your family being dead, you know? That's terrible. So, thoughts to him, man.
Shit bum.
That sounds like it affected him.
Also, JD has to be the biggest Triple H dick rider in the history of dick riding. Holy fuck, man.
Yeah, I think he's on make-believe pills, you know, whatever those are. I don't know why.
– 9,000 people are going to stand up and say, fuck Ric Flair.
At first I thought they were bringing back Benoit.
At first I thought they were bringing back Benoit. Oh, but you thought Benoit was in the crowd? You thought there was a murderous... Oh, Jamie Emerson, thank you for the $2. Chris Benoit! Wouldn't that be great? Benoit comes out and just takes everybody out. Get me in a room with him, Joe. What's up, Pat Gon?
Shit bum.
People may say Triple H is starting to book like a mark because of the NXT influence. You think that's the case? Cross Return has 1.8 million YouTube views.
Yeah, I don't know. I think okay, so here's the thing about Cross. I paid attention to the algorithm the other day. Karrion Kross's return with Scarlett was really well received online. Like, I'm dead serious. Let me look it up. I saw a few people who did streams on it, including myself. But I noticed other people who had more time to do streams on it. Numbers were up at that point. Right? So it's not bad. Like let me see. Carrying Cross in the past 30 days. I'm going to do a little Google digging real quickly while we talk about this. Man, thank you, Drew Bar and DWELSH. Dude, DWELSH and Drew Bar dropped $100 each, bro. Out of nowhere. Top dogs, we're going to put them up on the top, man. I can't believe you guys dropped those. Thank you, guys. Raw did make me a little sleepy, and I didn't really recover. But, man, those woke me up quite a bit. DWELSH and Drew Bar dropping $100 bombs. Where's Scarlet Boudreaux? Bryan Danielson. Roman Reigns. All right, I'm gonna give you a little chart here. Watch this, guys. Let me take out Scarlet Boudreaux because she didn't trend at all. Let's see. Give me a celebrity. Name a celebrity, guys, not Roman, because I already did Roman. Name a wrestler. Let's name a wrestler, right? How about John Cena? He's not even wrestling. We'll put John Cena in there. Okay. I'm gonna give you a little chart here. We're gonna take a look. When did Karrion Kross arrive? Last week, right? So Karrion Kross arrived last Friday night. Take a look at this. Take a look at this chart. Now, if the thing is done right, then Karrion Kross should be the top talked about thing, right? The top searched item. Let's take a look. That purple is Roman Reigns. Take a look at that. Roman Reigns scored a 21. Danielson isn't even on there at below 1. Bray Wyatt at a 5. John Cena at an 18. Karrion Kross gets a straight 100. In fact, Karrion Kross remained the most talked about thing until John Cena took him back over again on August the 6th at 5 or 6 p.m. But from about August 5th at 10 p.m. at the end of SmackDown into the next day almost until about 5 p.m., Karrion Kross was the most talked about thing. Above Roman and above several other things. Let's just play around with this a little bit. Beavis and Butthead. Take a look at Beavis and Butthead. They had a new show that was coming out this week. They're in the red right there. Beavis and Butthead are in the red. Let's get rid of Bray Wyatt. Let's look at the past, what is it, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days maybe? We can do 7 days. Look at that. You want to do the past 30 days? Look at the past 30 days. Here's Karrion Kross right here. Scores a 39. Roman Reigns, though, look at that search a while back. So That's interesting. So Roman Reigns in the past 7 days did not beat out Karrion Kross's search traffic. Neither did Beavis and Butthead. What about? There's a lot of Star Trek news I've been paying attention to. Let's get rid of Bryan Danielson because he's not even factoring in, right? Well, let's try Star Trek. Star Trek is in the green, right? So there should be a lot of search traffic for Star Trek. So check it out. On the day that Karrion Kross returned, there was almost more interest in Karrion Kross, or as much interest in Karrion Kross as Star Trek was getting. That's interesting right there, but only for a short period of time right afterwards because people were interested. But I still consider that a win because he came back and people were interested for a little bit. For about a day, people were interested, right? He trended there. He trended more than the other people on the show, which you would expect. He should do that. But that's not bad for the level of trending. Look at that. He's above a major franchise like Star Trek. See what Star Wars did. There's a lot of Star Wars and Star Trek news. Look at Star Wars. And now, obviously, Star Wars is a bigger franchise. Not in my opinion, I like Star Trek better, but Star Wars, when they have news, they're a bigger entity all around. But Star Trek has its really core group of loyal fans who always are watching and always looking for news and always talking about Star Trek. But look at Star Wars. So you're not on Star Wars level, but you're on Star Trek level for a day. But just to put in perspective where WWE is, do you know what I mean? That's where they are. Let's do LeBron James. LeBron James, look at that. LeBron James is in the purple. LeBron James is in the purple. So look at that. One of LeBron James's best trending days, and there's a lot of news about him leaving the Lakers. Look at that purple spike to the right. It still doesn't quite meet up to Karrion Kross on that one day of Karrion Kross. But, LeBron James constantly trends, whereas, Karrion Kross only trended for that moment because it was a big search topic. So again, it's not like Karrion Kross is trending every day or every week or whatever yet. But he did trend that day. So again, like I said, it was a big thing. So it was a pretty good call. Now, tonight Dexter Lumis showed up. So it's going to be interesting to see, where is he going to follow with interest. Now, let me see. They're projecting, this is the projection on Google. This could be wrong, though. But Google is already aware that Dexter Lumis is going to trend. Because look. So Google is aware that Dexter Lumis is about to trend. They just don't have the accurate numbers in yet. But take a look at that. So we know it's coming. Where will that fall? And again, this purple spike here is LeBron James. But, you want that because there's a big piece of news. So that means that, for the most part, that's a pretty good situation. And this right here, what you're seeing there is this past day. This is today where they all trended. Now, this green is Dexter Lumis. Dexter Lumis wasn't trending at all before this. Not at all. LeBron James was slightly. Karrion Kross still was slightly. Beavis and Butthead was a little bit. Even Roman was on there a little bit. Everybody was kind of, LeBron was winning, though. LeBron was the most popular thing. And now Dexter Lumis is has just blown up. Although there's a crash now, but I mean he spikes up there. So we'll have to wait to get more data over the next couple of days. But interesting there. You know, to see where it falls.
You raised a piece of shit.
That's not Sasha's hubby. Hess a man and not 3 feet apart from her. Luker show was cool, Joe. Worth viewing. They covered Liz stuff. Bruce Pritchard shit on Lex. Lex got 2 hours, but entire Monday Night Wars Rivals show was 1 hour.
Wow. Yeah, I really want to watch some of that stuff. Because
there's something going on up in space. There's something going on up
oh
in
my
space.
God.
There's something weird
Allison is here.
Strange
it's getting alien time with Allison.
What the fuck is happening? Aliens, extraterrestrials. They gave me a shot. Nanotechnology. I'm not me. You're not you. La la la. I'm fucking crazy. Split personality. Scott McKinnon. La 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 la.
I like that NFL's coming because I like watching the Packers, but I think it's gonna affect wrestling WWE. And do I like Bayley and the 2 girls that came with her, but they did too much with each other, but somewhere they have to turn on her.
Yeah, I mean, they probably are going to turn on her at some point here. I mean, Allison, she can't even get their names right. She was having problems with their goddamn names. You know? She couldn't even get their fucking names right. Like, they've got to be pissed. Let's see who's more popular. Who's more popular, you think, Joe Cronin or John Moxley? All right, let's take a look. Who's more popular? John Moxley or Joe Cronin, guys? Let's take a look. John Moxley is in the blue. Joe Cronin is in the red. I'm coming for you, John Moxley, you bastard. My God. John Moxley. Aw, man. I can't believe I'm losing to John Moxley. Unbelievable. John Moxley's more popular than me, guys. Come on. God damn it. Unbelievable. I am pissed. I'm disgusted, to be honest. Who's more popular, me or Grimm's Toy Show? Oh, take that, Grimm! Take that, Grimm! I've got a bigger spike than you do! Look at that, Grimm. Eat shit. I'm in the blue, by the way. Past 7 days. Take that, Grimm. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, Grimm. I'm going to get beat by a lot of other people, though. But I'm still going to beat Grimm. He beat me a couple times, actually, during the week. It's all right. It's okay. We'll come get you. I'll get crushed against Mustang Man. That was pretty good, though. That was fun. That was fun. I had fun, didn't you? All right, my bad. Let me turn the donos back on.
Biggest, most jacked guy, and please let me come.
Oh my God. How about Dave Meltzer? How about Dave Meltzer versus Oh no, let's do Tony Khan. Tony Khan. Let's do Tony Khan, Dave Meltzer, and Joe Cronin. Who's trending the most? Well, Joe Cronin isn't doing so well because I'm these little blue blips on the bottom here. I'm these little blue blips down here on the bottom, bro. Oh my God, look at that. And then there's Tony Khan and Dave Meltzer actually kind of neck and neck here. Dave Meltzer actually beats out Tony Khan. Dave Meltzer beats out Tony Khan. But most of the time, Tony does beat Dave overall. But for a couple of days here, Dave really destroyed Tony. But overall, it looks like Tony might just take Dave slightly. But I'm just somewhere on the ground here. I'm just looking up at the sky, look at where are they, everybody? Let's do Jim Cornette. Oh my God, Jim Cornette! Jim Cornette destroys everybody! Holy shit! Oh my God, look at Jim Cornette! Oh my, he's the green guy. Wow. Get owned, Tony Khan and Dave Meltzer. Get owned by Jim Cornette. I'm getting owned by everybody. Wow. Good God almighty. Did they get destroyed or what?
Duncachino?
Don't mind if I do.
What's my name?
Duncachino.
It's a whole new game.
Duncachino. Chris Dominguez.
I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
All votes don't count.
All votes don't count. Chris Dominguez. I don't know what that... Oh, wait, what? I don't even know what that means 100%, actually. Chris Dominguez, thank you so much for the $10, Chris. I'm not sure 100% what we're talking about there. We did have 700 votes on the poll, though. And these votes do count. Do you like Raw? 48% said yes. 25% said no. And 27% of you said kinda. I gotta be honest, that's one of the better Raw polls in a while. You can't deny that the Raw, that people liking Raw is going up, guys. That people's overall feelings about Raw is going up a little bit. You know? That's pretty good, man. Chris Dominguez, thank you for the $10, bro. Allison, thank you for the $49.99 earlier. I like that the NFL's coming back because I like watching the Packers. Damn. Allison, can't wait for the Packers. Allison, thank you.
I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers. I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
I'll eat you.
After reading some of SRS tweets and me having listened to Fightful Select, I can firmly say that he quotes people on Twitter for the sole intention of getting confrontational with fans who simply disagree with him regardless of how nice he seems.
Yeah, he really does do a good job of seeming to be nice, but you're right, he's very weird. I believe an evil person, but maybe I'm wrong. But then again, if he wasn't, he could just talk to me about it, and I would apologize and say I was incorrect, and, you know, that'd be about it, but I'm assuming it seems like he's a pretty evil fucking person, judging by how he treats a lot of people, including me. I'm no fucking saint whatsoever, but I'd like to think he's not really like that, but it don't look good. But I'll never believe in absolutes, so I don't know. He could be good, and maybe I'm just the prick who got all my shit taken away. I don't know. Maybe I'm the crazy one. Could be.
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete. I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers. I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
I'll eat your balls.
There's an interview with Triple H and Logan Paul talking about what WWE needs to bring in more fans. I know the guy was joking about Benoit, but WWE needs something like this. Imagine faking someone's death for that many years. Shock that makes everyone...
What? What? Wait a minute. Let me read that again. I know about the interview with Triple H and Logan Paul because I watched it. It was great. Shocked it makes everyone tune in. Yeah, I mean, they're not going to do anything with they're not going to do anything with Chris Benoit's death. I know that. They're not going to do that. But I mean, yeah, shocking, cool stuff and crazy shit would be awesome. I don't think they're going to touch the Benoit stuff. That doesn't, that probably won't be touched. I still think they should be able to show his matches and stuff again at this point, like fucking whatever. It's rough, but but I don't know about that, about doing, like, talking about, about him and stuff like that. That doesn't sound like something they should do. Shit bum.
Yo, you should start a series/segment where you compare how popular any wrestler is from WWE to kinda like a competition. For example, Dean Ambrose to Jon Moxley BTW. You should bring back the Schwantz View donation lol.
Oh yes, I will be bringing those back. I've already brought a few of them back and more are coming. The cum. Thank you for the $5 and becoming a $5 ship bum. We can look right now. We can look right now at that. I don't mind doing that right now. Dean Ambrose. I mean, we can only look at what's trending right now. Jon Moxley. Dean Ambrose versus Jon Moxley, guys. Let's take a look at it. Well, as you would think, Jon Moxley does win, but barely. And you can see that where Jon Moxley really wins is right here. The day that Dynamite happens, on a Wednesday, right? Probably. Right? So last Wednesday or Thursday night, Jon Moxley scores a big one because he was wrestling that night. Dean Ambrose doesn't wrestle anymore. Jon Moxley does. But even Dean Ambrose still comes close. And that name doesn't even get mentioned really. So it's not that far off, to be honest. Think of somebody not significant in WWE, right? Think of AEW. Jon Moxley's like one of their biggest guys. Right? Think of somebody in WWE that's like doesn't do anything. Who would that be? Carmella? Finn Balor. You want to do Finn Balor? Look at Finn Balor. Finn Balor loses to Jon Moxley. So Finn Balor loses the popularity contest of the last 7 days to... Finn Balor is in the yellow, Dean Ambrose is in the blue, and Jon Moxley is in the red. Fucking Dean Ambrose, a guy who doesn't wrestle anymore, I believe beats out Balor. No, they tied. Dean Ambrose and Balor tied in popularity the last 7 days. What the fuck is that about? What the fuck is that about, dude? What? What the fuck? Let's do Damian Priest. Damian Priest is nothing. Damian Priest gets a 1. He doesn't even chart almost. That's fucked. Type in Edge. Of course, Edge is going to win, probably. Let's type in... Let's type in... who else can we type in? How about Stephanie McMahon? Stephanie McMahon wins. Stephanie McMahon is trending greater than anybody else on the roster, almost. What the fuck is this, dude? Like, what the... Roman Reigns. Okay, Roman Reigns beats Stephanie. Thank God Roman Reigns beats Stephanie. Dean Ambrose is still beating fucking Finn almost. All right, let's try Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross's big week. And again, the good news here is that Karrion Kross, for the week, Roman Reigns trended the best for the week. Stephanie McMahon didn't trend as well as Karrion Kross for the week. But for the day that Karrion Kross trended, he trended bigger than everybody else. So again, this proves again that was a win for Triple H, which goes back to the whole reason why we've been studying these Google charts tonight. Because look at the number for Karrion Kross. That night, he drew a bigger number. Now, his sustainability for the last 7 days, and here's the thing, you can't really count everything that happened here before, right? So, even on August 7th, Karrion Kross was the number one trend. And then he dropped under Roman, and Roman took it back over again, right? So, Roman now is currently trending more, again, than Karrion Kross, but Kross did have that spike. So interesting to kind of break it down in a way and see it for what it is, I suppose. Maybe not to some people, but for me it is. Ric Flair, yeah, I'll try that. The Javier Lifestyle, thank you, sir, for subbing to the channel. Good to have you. Let's take Finn Balor off here, and let's put in Ric Flair.
Shit bomb.
Ric Flair.
What's a YouTube channel views versus Joe Cronin's?
Oh, what's AEW YouTube channel views versus mine? Oh, theirs are way bigger. Theirs have got to be way bigger. We'll go take a look in a second, though, Alex Oli. I would assume theirs are way bigger. Okay, so Ric Flair is in yellow. So Ric Flair beat out everybody. Ric Flair beat Karrion Kross and Roman Reigns.
Dave Meltzer saying Roman vs. Rock is the plan for WrestleMania 39, but again, it depends on The Rock's schedule. Couldn't The Rock just make it known that he won't be available during that time so he can wrestle Roman, or am I missing something?
Well, I think you're right, Robbie Hyde. I don't know why that he can't just say, yeah, bro, I'm not going to be there that week or that day, so don't plan it, Hollywood. You know, I don't understand that either, why he can't just say that. They may just be saying that now, though. Dave Meltzer may be saying that to cover himself. So that's what I think. I think he just throws that in there to cover himself. You know?
You raised a piece of shit.
Thank you, Robbie.
Triple H was good at taking chair shots. Luis Alejandro is best at taking cum shots.
Oh.
JD strikes me as a douche. Did you confront Leah with the evidence that she said sucky sucky? Benoit should return with British Bulldogs in new faction.
Yeah,
Willings.
But she don't believe me still. She doesn't believe me.
Duncachino?
Don't mind if I do.
What's my name?
Duncachino.
It's a whole new game.
Duncachino.
You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
I mean, all presidents are selected.
I mean, all presidents are selected. Oh, Chris Dominguez. Yeah, you're probably, for the most part, feels like they're handpicked by the deep state or something like that, Chris Dominguez. I get you. Well, you want to compare Joe Cronin show to AEW. Here's the numbers. Joe Cronin show. I'm in subscribers. I'm ranked 3,800th. They're ranked 960th. I have 71,300 subscribers. They have 3.3 million subscribers. They have 1,303,000,000 views. I have 25 million views, according to this. I really have 70 million, but doesn't count all the videos I had to take down. I have 2.8 thousand uploads. They have 3.5. I've had my channel since August 5th, 2012. They've had theirs since 2018, October 23rd. They get a B+, I get an A-. No, I'm sorry. They get a B+, I get a B-. I don't know what that means. Interesting that they're listed under entertainment and I'm listed under sports. Probably should be the other way around, but whatever. I mean, I'm a guy who made everything I've ever done has been from me. You know what I mean? I didn't have a TV network. I didn't have a gig anywhere. I created my own name and my own thing, you know? I haven't had any help from any media companies or anything. I'm just me on YouTube. You know what I mean? I've got about 60 million views, really. You know, I've lost 58,000 subscribers. So it's like I've lost almost more subs than I have. You know, I've been around a while. I've never been put on TV. I've just been me. You know, I've never had a backing. I mean, hell, I'm banned on Twitter, for Christ's sake. I've never been I don't get a check mark. I don't get a fucking checkbox. I don't get a badge. Nothing. I get 10 daily subs. AEW gets 1,300 daily subs. Nobody watches hockey. Devontae, I should choke you. What the fuck am I watching every season then? And who are these people at the sold out fucking buildings if no one's watching hockey? The fuck are you talking about? If nobody's watching hockey, who the fuck are these people in the crowd? You know? What kind of crack are you on? Nobody's watching hockey. Who the fuck are all these people? Who the fuck are all these people in the fucking crowd, bro?
On the draw, it's pushed forward, but Carlo will get to it. He'll take a hit from Kotkaniemi.
Who are all those people in the crowd? In the sold-out building.
Happening in front of the penalty boxes. Let's peer in on this from above. Eric Holland.
What are these people screaming?
So is Brad Marsh. Bruins have much of an argument here.
Who's this crowd?
And now everything's going crazy in the corner.
Who are all these people? Who's in this stadium? Hockey's the best fucking sport there is. Fuck off. There was one day where Roman Reigns beat hockey in popularity. See the blue? Think of the blue ice. See the purple spike? That's Roman. So for a day, Roman beat the NHL for a day on Friday night. And it's the off season. Yeah, the NHL is crushing Roman. Look at this. Over the past year, look at the popularity of the NHL versus Roman Reigns. Get owned, Roman. You fuck. There's the MLB in green. We've been doing this all night. I don't know why. What up, Patrick Carnes? Patrick Carnes, you're leaving and going to bed. Remember when Patrick Carnes used to come in here and be like, you're ending the show already? Now, Patrick Carnes, you're going to bed already? I'm just kidding. Yeah, we do got to get out of here at some point. But you know what? Daddy's ready! Fucking Drew Bar and DWELSH dropping Hundy bombs.
Hundy hungry bombs.
You
making my insides tingle.
Hey, I'm at the bar. You want to go in the restroom?
Blah! Come on out, you rapist!
Why don't you calm down, Vince, you sick bastard? Calm the hell down, Vince McMahon. You're gone now, Vince. God damn it, man. I don't really watch basketball anymore, so I would say that but my favorite sport is hockey, so no doubt about it. I fucking love hockey, bro. It's so exciting to me. I would say that football is exciting because it happens once a week, usually the team you watch once a week. And it's easier to watch when you're older and you're busy. The busier you are, it's easy to watch football. Hockey is harder because there's a lot of games. Baseball is really hard because there's a million games. And I just don't watch basketball anymore because I think they're all pussies at this point. But so it's hard to watch basketball. But when I was a kid, I used to love basketball with hockey. I love all the sports. I really love all of them, to be honest. I like playing basketball. But yeah, it would probably be hockey. My favorite sports are hockey, probably hockey, football, baseball, but it used to be hockey, baseball, football. Now it's probably hockey, football, baseball. It's probably hockey and baseball are my favorite sports. So if I had to take sports with me to an island, I'd take baseball and hockey. But I like football, and I've always liked basketball, but I just don't watch it anymore. I can't really watch it. I watch the Celtics when they're in the playoffs a lot of times, and I'll see a couple games during the season, but I just don't. I'm too busy now. I've only caught. I don't even get to watch hockey that much because I'm too busy. I miss it. I miss playing hockey a lot too, man. I miss playing hockey at night. And tonsil hockey, yeah. I miss playing tonsil hockey with myself in the bathroom. Parking lot mystery leads to surprise return on WWE Raw. WWE Raw viewers puzzled by backstage parking lot mystery. Everybody's talking about the parking lot mystery. It's going to be interesting tonight to see how Raw did in the ratings, right? Because they really, they started the show with the women. That's weird. That was kind of weird. I don't think that was the best idea. They're going to lose viewership because last week they had a first hour commercial free. This week, not commercial free. This week, not the Monday after SummerSlam. This week, not the Monday after a pay-per-view. This week, not the intrigue of somebody news here, really, but still some of that intrigue. So I would expect the Raw rating to be better than the crappy one from 4 weeks ago and 3 weeks ago and 5 weeks ago, but I expect it to be lower, obviously, than last week because the first hour was not commercial free, right? So no commercial free, not the night after SummerSlam. So the Raw rating, they should lose 200 to 300,000 people. I'm going to bet probably that Raw did about a 1.9 something tonight. Probably a high 1.9. So 200,000 people gone. And next week, potentially, they'll probably will drop to a 1.8. And then they may stay there with the intrigue of Triple H if he keeps going. And then hopefully what you like to see after that is it to start to grow a little bit. Maybe. If he can do a good job. But if he starts to do mediocre stuff or keeps doing mediocre stuff, then you'll see it, I think, start to taper off again. So, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm vaguely optimistic about this. Vaguely optimistic. How come the camera at the end was focusing on AJ Styles at the end? Well, I think they were trying to build intrigue for that this isn't supposed to happen and that sort of thing. So they're trying to make it sort of realistic. So I think that's why the camera was mostly on AJ and they weren't going to cut to Dexter Lumis' face. Although it felt like they were supposed to for some reason. It really did feel like they were going to zoom in on him. But they never did. I don't know if that was a mistake or if they planned it that way. It felt like they were supposed to zoom in on Dexter Lumis. Like, he was supposed to pull his head up and it's him, but I almost think that they purposely didn't do it. So I don't know. That's one of the biggest intriguing things for me is I don't know about that. I don't know if that was a mistake or they were purposely trying to make it seem more realistic. Either way, that was what happened, though. We kind of get this realistic vibe to it or feel. So, I mean, they sort of accomplished that even if they didn't mean to. So, in the end, I thought it was pretty good. Let's see. Let's see if there's any other questions here that I got sent to me on Patreon. If you guys aren't a patron, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Obviously, you become a patron. We are looking for $25 producers. If you want to be a producer on the show, you'll get listed in the deal below. I'm updating that tomorrow, and you'll get on the poster as well that we'll put up during the shows. So I'll be making that tomorrow as well. You're welcome, Thomas. Brain, oh me, you're so ugly, mama, watch AW. King, Wicko. Thank you. Hit that like button. Yeah, we're almost at 200 likes, so that'd be cool to get 200 likes. Let me pop over to the Discord and see if anybody is singing any praises over there. Let's talk to my wife for a second.
That's right, they're nice tits. They're fucking beautiful. They're fucking wicked awesome, man.
This is one of my more favorite Miz matches of the year. So I will give him that too. Pop in and see if Mustafa wants to say some things here.
Hello.
What up, baby?
My God.
Oh, my God, bro. This guy got hit by a baseball. Mr. Pico dropped it in the Discord. He got hit by a fucking baseball. He got knocked out. Oh, my God.
Isn't that like a national pastime?
Oh, this guy nationally passed away almost.
Oh, wow. I mean, again, I remember the big one from like the 80s where that kid got hit straight up in the freaking head, almost like, again, could have like bled to death internally.
I'm sorry. I hope this guy's alive. I'm so sorry. I can't deal with this, dude. I hope this guy's alive. Oh my God, dude. I hope I can show this. This is just too fucked up.
What does he look like? The Elephant
Boom.
Man?
Oh, what? Yeah, he does look like Elephant Man. That's so weird. Here we go, guys. Here comes the pitch, and it's a deep drive to center field. It's going back, way back. Oh, it's way back.
Slow motion.
Oh, oh my God, dude. All right. Oh my God, dude. What the fuck, dude? I'm gonna fucking die.
Put that in slow motion.
Here's the pitch. It's down low, and Garrett reaches for it and drives it deep to center field, way back. And there's a little fan with his glove. He may make the play. Oh my God!
Right on the side.
Oh! Boom! Oh, good God Almighty! Good Lord! Oh my God!
Turn the gas off, Joe. Turn
Boom.
the gas off.
Oh my God, dude! He got fucking just. Oh, maybe. Oh.
Dude, that's not fun, bro. When you're getting a flying ball that's coming at you probably like excess of like 50 to 60 miles an hour in the air. Holy God.
Oh my God, dude! I'm gonna pass out. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Well, I could have.
Is all that bad tonight for you, bro?
I could have a ham sandwich, but I'm thinking maybe what I'll do is I'll go home. I'll make a boom. Oh! Oh my God, dude.
Here I'm gonna go. Here we go. Oh no.
Oh my
donation?
God. Holy shit. Oh my God.
Here we go, man. I'm about to get it. Here we go. I'm about to get it. Wow.
That is unbelievable. He's fucking dead! Dude, he beamed him, yeah, right in the fucking point of the head, dude. Boom. Oh, my God.
We need to find you a new hobby, but at any rate, damn.
Then you need to find that guy a new hobby. That guy was sitting there like a retard in the center field, like, boom.
Well, here's another thing, too. Like, they allow that at certain baseball fields to allow you to sit in the field and not in the stand.
Yeah, they let you sit right on the concourse. Dude.
Wow, that's stupid.
I mean, that guy, I don't know if he was wearing a helmet or a GoPro. It looked like he already had protection on his head.
Dude, he looked like he was just wearing a plain baseball cap, and he just got hit right upside the dome.
It looked like he was wearing a helmet. I don't know, or something like that. I don't know. Let me go back.
It looked like a fitted or something.
I don't know, man.
Didn't look like a helmet to me.
Dude, I don't know what he looks weird. Maybe it's his beard, or maybe he had sunglasses on his head. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
He had a full Saddam Hussein beard or something.
Can you imagine somebody not knowing that name like 20 years after the fact? Holy God. This is why we need better schools.
Oh! Oof. Oh,
yeah,
God.
He got clocked.
Look at that little kid could have saved him if that kid had just caught it. And he's like,
hell, he's like,
I'm gonna get this
better
ball.
Than half the people on the Indies.
I'm gonna get this ball. Oh, mister, there's a ball.
At least he sells better half the people on the Indies. And I'm sorry, indie wrestlers, I love you to death, but damn, learn how to sell. That's how you're gonna get over. Learn to sell.
Oh my God, bro! Look at that.
Don't just grab a hold either.
Wait, why are we looking at some lady's cooch? Anyway, so what'd you think of Raw? You know, I already said all I can say about it, and Chad has voted on what they think about it. 777 votes.
Yeah, dude. When you put up the poll at first, like the chat poll was pretty much like in favor of being kind of just okay, and it was just like a low yes, it was great. And now all of a sudden, it's pretty much dramatically went up to a 47% increase. So, I mean, for me overall, I thought the wrestling was decent. I mean, my favorite match of the night in terms of just the wrestling was Gable versus Dolph Ziggler, because I thought it was a great story being told. And the fact that the commentating team, again, I'll be damned, they're saying the word wrestling on multiple occasions. Yeah. Just to talk about the history of Dolph as an amateur wrestler. And then we're having Gable being like, you know, an Olympic wrestler, and they're able to say wrestling under those contexts and yet still be able to have a double meaning. Holy God. Refreshing. Who would ever thought? People that are wrestling, that are wearing wrestling boots and wrestling tights in a wrestling ring in front of wrestling fans.
Yeah,
simple.
They're nice little touches there, and the focus on the belts is nice. There's a focus on wrestling. I'm just hoping that we can now get the focus over a little more to some kind of craziness. You know, I like.
Well, we're kind of building that. I mean, again, we're seeing interwoven storylines happening. Like, for example, one thing that I love and that I completely forgot about growing up was how you would do an angle backstage and then it interwoves to another angle taking on that story. So, for example, you're seeing the cops rolling in, which, by the way, I was praying that there was a reason for those cops running and that we were going to get a follow-up that night. Because if we didn't, it was not only a waste, but then it would be even more confusing to the people going, well, what the hell was that point of all the cops running in the frame? Like, unless there was something behind the scenes that we should know about. And then, of course, you know, the transition from the women going to AJ Styles walking to the ring. I mean, I love that.
Yeah.
And, you know, you brought up a great point, and we've talked about this to death. I'm sick and tired of the robotic interviewers.
And I think maybe that, like, whoever's producing them is still there from before, and that's the way they've always done it, so they're just still doing it that way. But I hope at some point a new person comes in or somebody, you know, makes a suggestion, like, listen, you can be more free with it a little bit. Like, you don't have to be like, and now, my guest. You know, I noticed the guy, the man interviewer with the Irish accent or whatever he is, that guy was a little bit more free. But when they got to the woman who I do like from NXT originally, now she's up there, she was doing the same old, like, my guess at this time, this person and that person.
They all do it. They all do it.
Yeah. And
it's getting to the point where I don't know how long they've been doing it. Maybe a little over 10 years.
Yeah, about I would say about 7, 8 years, at least 8 years. Because I remember ranting on it, like, back in, like, 6 years ago, I went on a rant about Rusev. When What's-Her-Face did it. It was like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Rusev! It was like wicked annoying.
Yeah, Jimmy Joyce keeps telling me in the chat there was a car getting ready to be towed in the back before the cops ran. Well, again, regardless of that, I don't even know if that was even part of the storyline, and if it is, it's so subtle that most fans, it went over their heads.
Those are amazing little details if that's the case, because they were kind of these little background things going on tonight. There was almost like a little Where's Waldo situation going on that only some people would have picked up on, or like even when everyone picks up on it to tell everybody, it's like, that's really interesting. But I don't know at the end if they meant for that shot or if they wanted to get a close-up and missed it, but it seemed like they didn't, and that's it.
I mean, it's great.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, it's different to sort of say, like, you're seeing these things, but without being really obviously told. You know, there's no one zooming in to show them, which is what would really happen, right? If this was going on, you wouldn't have WWE cameras like, we've got to get that. They wouldn't do that. Because when a fan jumps in the ring, they pan away, or when something like that happens, they sort of don't focus on it. So it's a little subtle, nuanced thing that's interesting that we've never seen this before. To be honest, I don't think we've ever seen something like that.
Or if we have, we haven't seen it in a very long time. Because, again, the subtleties of doing live TV, I mean, especially in backstage, you could do so much and get away with it. But then there's also times where, because we're so unfortunately exposed and are so used to the fact that we would get something backstage and there'd be no payoff. Or if we get something in the ring, there wouldn't be a payoff. It would just be a one-and-done thing, and this could have led to something. But Vince is just like, well, if it's not interesting me today, or if it's not interesting me last week, then we're getting away from it, cut. And that's another reason why we've been having issues, is because you would think a writer would build on something so small that maybe that wasn't there, and then the next thing you know, Vince is just like, I don't care, it's gone.
Right.
But we don't have that anymore. So I'm gonna give the grain of salt. Like, again, I know you've been saying, like, you know, oh, tonight, you know what I mean, again, and it wasn't what I'm expecting it to be. But the thing is, though, this thing is gonna have to take. I mean, the new Triple H era is gonna legitimately take about a good 6 months,
right,
to at least get a minimum of where we're going to the future. Because realistically speaking, if you had the time, which is about maybe like a year, it's gonna be a completely different situation. But then also, mind you, there's going to be other people that were from the McMahon era that are going to be slowly weaned out.
I got to tell you, Rustava, WWE did get the shots that we would expected them to have gotten, and they just released it. So WWE just posted this on their Twitter. Have you seen?
I texted you the yeah. I sent you the IG deal.
The police are detaining somebody outside the ring, a fan or something. Has, I don't know, tried to make their way into the ring or something. Disturbance here. And wait a minute, that's Dexter Lumis! You know, that's
but I didn't get that on TV though.
No, they didn't show this on TV. No, they didn't. They didn't show it on TV.
Which again doesn't make any sense to me, because it's like, at first, because I actually tagged you on the IG thing, and I was just like, in my comment, I was just like, damn it, Kevin Dunn, you had one job. You know?
Well, I might not bet him.
He's still there.
I'm assuming that they didn't want to get it. That they maybe, but it was sort of set up like they were supposed to. So they knew. I mean, they knew they were filming for it. So what I don't know is, did they miss the shot? And now they're releasing it later, and that was the plan all along, was they would release it later, so that we'd be doing exactly what we're doing right now, talking about it and looking for the shots, right? Or
right, but to me that's stupid.
I don't, I can't. I maybe agree. I don't know. Like it is weird though. Normally you'd want to get some shot and then Dexter's face and that look and whatever. But I think this weirdly built more intrigue in a weird way of people looking for the shot of it. So
I mean, let me ask you a question. You brought up
interesting.
the term "Where's Waldo?" Like again, for looking for the little things, right?
Right.
Now, if that's the case, if let's say, for example, you did that every week where there's like 5, 6, 7, 8 Easter eggs. And again, Botch Club, Botchamania always likes, they try to look for that and then they really dive in deep into that. But again, if that becomes more and more apparent, then it's not going to be as much as a surprise. It's more so we're just expecting that they're just going to be surprises just for the sake of surprise sake. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what AEW does. So it's almost like WWE is going to be able to try to do it with their own guys. But, I don't mind. I think it's been generating interest, so I'm okay with it. But yeah, at some point you've got to start now telling the stories that are good with guys that are already on the roster. They've done a decent job with the wrestling. But now, like you said, I hope they, I need more. I need more because right now I'm at a 5 out of 10 on Raw. And if this is a 5 out of 10, well, this is better than 4 and 3 and 2. So Triple H is doing a better job, in my opinion. Yes, but we need to get this. We don't need to get the 5s and 4s and 6s. I need 7s. I want to see 7s. I want to see 7s, 8s.
Especially after the last 12 years, we need 7s.
Yes. Please give
Absolutely.
me that. And more. Give me nights of 8. Give me some nights like AEW.
Because you want every segment to matter. You want every segment to be even better than the week was before. I mean, again, the statement that Bayley made earlier about we want, hungry women. We want hungry women that want to go after, the big cheese, which is the main event spots on the show to outshine the guys. I like that. I want that. But I'm also curious, and I wanted to actually bring this up to you, and I thought about this today. Can you imagine a time period in wrestling where the women's matches are going to mean more and also eclipse the men matches? And now
I sort of saw that once in NXT. We saw that with Bayley and Sasha at that point.
Right, but I mean on a consistent basis where the women, as far as athletes, are doing things that the men wish that they can do.
No.
The men, you know what I mean?
They're not going to do it.
I'm just putting it out.
Physically, not.
Putting it out there.
Yeah, physically they can't.
I mean, again, you have some women that would, but an entire women roster. I mean, again, we may not know 20, 30, 40 years down the line until we get there what the actual women's division will be. Maybe they're going to say, okay, we want women over 6 feet tall only that do this and do that. Now, I'm not trying to say that that's going to happen necessarily, that way, but I can honestly get a sense that the women athletes down the line are going to be completely different from what we have now.
Well, I don't know. I just know that I try to think of now. There are women in history who can become as popular and can become the most popular thing on the roster. That can happen as far as women's, a woman entertainer, wrestler, or whatever. So that's not impossible. But for a whole roster, it's going to be very hard because there's less women, first of all. There's just less.
Yes.
There's always going to be less, and there's less, and they're not physical. They can't quite do the same things that the men can do 100%.
Right.
But they can do the things the men can do. I'm just saying that they're not. It doesn't look. A lot of people don't think it looks as good. Whatever. I like the women. I thought, again, my favorite wrestler in NXT for like a year was Sasha Banks. I bought a T-shirt of her. She was the one I cheered for the most and the thing I look forward to the most because she entertained me. It was the way she was as a heel and champion and her entrance and her look and her style, her heel nature. I would have paid money to see Sasha Banks over anything in NXT or WWE back in whatever year that was, 2013 or 14, whatever year it was when Sasha was in NXT as the champ with Bayley at Brooklyn, NXT TakeOver. I wanted to be in the front row to see her entrance and to see her wrestle at that time. I was so into her, it was crazy. So China at one point was massively popular.
She's a superstar, but again, couldn't work.
Sable at one time was massively over at one point. Trish Stratus at one time was pretty over, and so wasn't Leah. They were very over at one point, but generally not as much. They usually don't do what you're saying, and I don't know if we'll see that. I think at some point we will see a woman who does crazy things, almost like the Jeff Hardy of females. We haven't really seen that. Io Shirai comes kind of close to that, maybe.
I was just going to say, Japanese women's wrestling have been doing a lot of that. Now, were they some of the best in terms of, like the fast-paced athletes that we see today? No, but dude, they were doing crazy stuff like in the 90s that a lot of the Mexican wrestlers, the male wrestlers, were inheriting and using in their matches. Like Conan and Eddie Guerrero were doing that. Rey Mysterio even incorporated a few, things that the women were doing in Japan. And again, that's the other reason why, again, I'm thinking that we're going to get different breeds of athletes, of women, in, like, again, 20, 30, 40 years' time. And, I mean, again, I'll even say this. Half the men in the indies can barely do what a lot of the women can do, like, even on a high level. And I'm not trying to compare apples to apples, but, I mean, again, that's just the way things are right now in terms of what people can actually do. Because remember, it's not just about flips and flops and flies. Like, if you can't tell a story that will give me the emotion that I want to invest into this, there's no point in me watching at all.
I just think especially the main roster women haven't been doing. I haven't enjoyed almost anybody. So
there's a few. There's a few. I mean, again, like I love Nikki Lyons down and over in NXT. I love Bayley.
You love Bayley?
Bianca Belair. Bianca is probably my favorite right now in the company, both from an athletic standpoint and from a promo.
What I like about Bianca is she's usually pretty good, Bianca, but I'm worried about the way sometimes the way they punch and stuff, it's just terrible. I don't know what it is. The men do it too, though, but not all of them. But especially the women, they have problems.
Yeah, like especially like the smaller women, I've noticed, and this is no disrespect to them, but it's like, the punches. I mean, again, Rock had problems with punches early on in his career. Especially when he was in developmental. He had problems, but like Liv Morgan, I'm not a big fan of her punches. At Nikki Ash, not really, but she can work. She can work. It's just like, again, it's just that stand-up game that needs to improve.
Yeah, a lot of people can't punch anymore. It's like they can wrestle around and do that part, but when it comes to the kicks and punches, God, they look terrible sometimes. It's like, I don't know what the fuck they grew up watching, but
you raised a piece of shit.
It's not good.
This guy named BC Amplified blocked him from watching them from YouTube. I don't know why, but whoever this person was asked for all the contacts from me, hand it over now. He can't watch them.
What?
What's happening?
Amplified was blocked by AEW, and now he can't watch them. I think that's what she's saying. I don't know. I don't know what that.
By the way, what did you think of Tommaso Ciampa's ring entrance with Harley Race's robe?
That was weird, but I kind of liked it. That they were paying homage to.
I thought it was great.
Yeah,
it was great.
Yeah, those little things. I mean, that was clearly him and Triple H, and coming up with that. Allison, thank you for the donation too. I don't know. I'll look that up. I don't know what's up with them and AEW. I don't know. Sure, what's up?
Yeah,
with
because
that.
Trevor Murdoch did that not too long ago with Nick Aldis for the NWA title, and he was also trained by Harley Race and Nick Aldis as well. But yeah, whenever you're able to do that, I mean, again, that's normally done, let's say, on like a bigger show, like a pay-per-view. But the fact that they did it on, a TV taping is pretty cool. And it was his robe, so like we can verify that was his robe.
That's pretty cool, man. And Tommaso was, I called a lot of Top Rope Promotions wrestling out here in Massachusetts, and Tommaso was Top Rope Promotions champion for quite a while. Like,
for good reason.
Yeah, he was. They loved him up here, and they were excited. And it took him a long time, kind of, to get out of here. But a lot of those guys, man. So like Ciampa's, I love that he made it to where he is. Like, that's so cool.
And it was, dude, it's night and day, because that's the time when he had like no facial hair. So it was just like, the only time I remember, again, and I was shocked when I found this out later on, he was the guy that did the bump for The Undertaker back when, like, 2005 on SmackDown, I think it was.
Right.
And he came a long way, just like a lot of other people did. Kofi Kingston came a long way, even though I hate how he's been booked, even after he won the title.
Want to hear something funny about that? Speaking of Tommaso Ciampa and Top Rope Promotions, I found a video of Tommaso Ciampa talking about.
Man, you got to play it.
Now he's talking about Top Rope Promotions, but what you don't understand is he's cutting a promo, I think, about Top Rope Promotions, but he's cutting it in the ring of the Chaotic Wrestling ring at Killer Kowalski's, the ring that I was training in around the same time, and before Sasha Banks.
You want to know why this pisses me off?
It's kind of funny.
For 8 months now, 8 months, I've held the Top Rope Heavyweight title around my waist. You know how many times I've main evented? You know how many times I've headlined the card? How many times I've taken center stage on the poster? Once. One time. 8 months, I've held that title with honor and pride.
Sounds like Gresham.
One time I've main evented. Night in and night out, I sacrifice my body.
So that's funny. He's the Top Rope Promotions champion there. Obviously, I called wrestling for them for like 7 years, but he's cutting this promo in the Chaotic ring where Kofi Kingston was trained, where Sasha Banks was trained, where I was trained, where Viking Raiders trained, and so many others. The list goes on and on and on.
He's come a long way in his promos, as I noticed.
Oh yeah, he's very young here.
Oh god.
God, he's like 20 here.
Yeah, I was about to say he's in his late 20s, mid 20s.
Yeah, he's very young there.
And it's funny that you mentioned Killer Kowalski. So was that during the time when Killer was still alive?
Not quite there. It was right around when he passed away, I think, because let me see.
Yeah, matter of fact, chat rope.
Yeah,
help us find this out. When did Killer Kowalski pass away?
2 years before that video, he died.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
Because I went there in 2006, and I talked to him, but but he was at the point where he wasn't doing much. He would just kind of like sit in a chair and
watch. Right?
Yeah, he'd watch or he'd be there, when there was new trainees and stuff like that. But yeah, it's crazy. The people that were trained in that ring, even just that specific ring, in that room, in that place. It's changed over the years here or there, but I mean, just thinking about the people that came through that door, man, that were trained and that are in WWE right now, so many of them, Donovan Dijakovic, one of them too. But so many, the list just fucking is insane. So to see them all up here, and of course, who also went there? Triple H.
Triple H in China.
Triple H in China went to Kowalski. So everybody from New England, now it's called the New England Wrestling Academy, but the New England Wrestling Academy, Killer Kowalski's,
shit bomb,
the Triple H guys.
Bro, you should also, every time someone does a kick-ass promo and the promo goes viral, say for example like MJF, you should make a video basically cutting a promo in response, title it, How I Would Have Responded to MJF or Whoever Goes Viral.
That's a good idea, man. I almost did something like that back in the day. I kind of...
You did that with the Batista thing.
Give me what I want. Oh my God, give me what I want. Well, that's how I'm going to end the show tonight, is I'm going to play the Batista thing so we can all laugh.
Yeah, man. But no, dude, there was a lot of great moments in terms of like the wrestling, because again, the wrestling, as you could tell, it's getting a little bit more respect, even though that there are times where it can be a little bit wonky based around the storylines that are, being drawn out. But I'm noticing that there's a little bit more of a relaxation with the guys in the ring, especially. I mean, again, I know you're hating on AJ for obvious reasons, but yeah,
it was a good match. Yeah, it was a good match.
It was a good match. It was paced well.
It won me over because I started out thinking like, man, fuck this. That's how I started. Fuck this, and then I liked it. So
well, and again, I mean, table spot, various other different, ways and means. Again, going for the
chairs to the head, chairs that people went into.
Yeah. Going for the flying forearm, and then get hit in the head with a chair like Sabu and RVD used to do in the old ECW. I mean, again, I was not expecting that. And again, the kick out after the skull crushing finale, which
he kicked out of his finisher.
the little things that matter. And it's refreshing and it's a sigh of relief. But again, this is why I'm thinking that the long run is going to make up for the short term. Because again, I'm not expecting to see like 7, 8, star, TV tapings, at least consistently for a long while. Because again, it's a regrouping. It's a very big regrouping period on the main roster. And then again, the next 6 months, who knows who's going to come up from NXT that's going to, be the next big thing or is going to try to be the next big thing. So again, there's going to be a lot of recycling going on. And yeah, I think we're going to be in good shape. I honest to God feel that we're going in the right direction despite how slow the burn is.
Yeah, no, I think we're going in the right direction here. And you're right, it is a slow burn. So, can we hold on, and deal with it? But hey, the rating's going
like we've
up.
Been through trauma.
Yeah, it is. It's like we've been raped or not. No, it's okay. It's not been. Let's not. Yeah, it's not been rape. Okay, let's not.
We've been tortured by foreign and domestic forces all in one. Like, honest to God, it feels like when Hangman got abducted by WWE in the BTE sketches. That's what it felt like. Because man. Again, we've had over 10 years worth of things just going haywire, not making sense. I mean, you know what? I mean, there's a lot of things I liked from the 2000s is, the late 2000s era in a way. I mean, I did like a little bit of the Nexus and the, that whole build up with Daniel Bryan coming back and stuff after the, the choke out of the announcer. But no, I just like again, ever since like the Vince McMahon killing himself angle on live TV in the limousine, I think that's when it was sort of kind of like, all right, they're really swinging for the fences here. And I think that was probably the dew point of no return for a while until Vince was gone.
Right.
Coming out of the Chris Benoit thing, they had to think differently. And although that they were able to at least remain afloat for a number of years with again 3.0s and above that, you said it yourself years ago, it's gonna go downhill for whatever reason. Granted, they're making great money, but the fact that they were putting out a dank product that was insulting people's intelligence, especially people over the age of 25.
Yeah,
it really
fuck. Any people that were 15 and 13 were like, this sucks. So it's not.
Well,
good.
Again, that's because they were hanging out with the the people that were the cool cats, or equivalent to let's say you're the younger brother and you're watching Austin versus Brett of Survivor Series '96. You wanted to be with the cool guys that were cheering for Austin, even though he was the heel.
Right.
It was kind of like that. It's kind of like that. But now we're at a point where we now have a number 2 company in AEW. They are a multi-million-dollar company. Although they're different, we have an alternative. And then, of course, now we have all the wrestling that you could practically watch at the click of a button on your PC or whatever mobile device you have based upon Fight TV and other networks, both domestic and, foreign wrestling. I mean, again, things are interesting now, but now it's even more interesting that the NXT guys or the main roster guys that came from NXT who got fired by Vince are slowly coming back. And we don't even know who's going to be behind the scenes that is going to be coming back.
No, they better bring back, start making some stars. Give me your rating tonight out of 10. What's it?
You know what? Originally, if there was going to be no payoff with the cops running it, I was going to give it a 3.75. I'm actually going to give this show a 5.5 to be nice because I love the wrestling that was on there, and I like the little gems that we're getting. I'm just hoping that there's a payoff.
Right. I'm hoping there's a payoff as well. I'm the same way. I give them some love a little bit. 4 or 5 out of 10, but I'll give it a 5 out of 10 tonight for me. And Rastava, bro, I'll catch you Wednesday for AEW Dynamite, man. You have a good night, okay?
Give me what I want, Joe.
Oh, I'm gonna give it to you.
Give me what the people want.
I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you, Rastava. I'm gonna give it to you all night long, Rastava. Anyway, you guys are beasts. I'll catch you Wednesday night for AEW Dynamite, and probably at some point tomorrow, maybe. Now enjoy the closing. Closing time. We'll catch you tomorrow, everybody. Have this match for Nick. Collar elbow tie up. Nico Silva with the waist lock. Up and down. To the canvas goes Ryan Waters, who's both men somehow has to get... Oh, there we go! Nico with a bridge! Both of these men somehow have to get in the mindset that this Top Rope Promotions heavyweight championship is on the line. We're talking about money, bookings, and this prestige of this title. And a shoulder tackle by Nico, and it rocked Ryan Waters, and he went right out of the ring. The power of Nico Silva. He's been here before with Ryan Waters. The student versus the trainer. And obviously Ryan's upset. But I don't think it's the referee's fault. There's nothing you can do about the pure power of Nico Silva. It's going to be one of those things, man. There's so much respect, but there's so much on the line. Right now, it's a show from the man for the Wailing City. Side headlock there now by Ryan as he just guides the arms of Nico away. And now off the rope, here comes Ryan. Up and over he goes. He almost got caught. Underneath he goes. Oh, firing off the ropes. Exploding. And he caught Nico Silva in the side of the head. And this time Nico Silva's outside, and this time Ryan Waters is going to hold the door open for him. Amazing start to this match for Nico Silva and for Ryan Waters. Top Rope Promotions heavyweight title on the line. Nico turns the wrist and then uses the leverage to guide the arm, and now he's trying to separate the shoulder of Ryan Waters. Oh, Ryan tried to roll. Yeah, he did. He rolled through, got the ankle, single leg. Dragon screw there, maybe, but it wasn't enough. I don't think he got enough of it. Nico shoved him away. Side headlock, takedown. I know that Ryan Waters wants to win the Top Rope Promotions heavyweight title. I know that Nick Steele wanted to win the Top Rope Promotions heavyweight title. Won! But there's a part of them that no matter what, whenever you see Nico and how much better he's gotten and how he's progressed over the years as a wrestler, there's a part of you that just has to have a huge smile, win or lose, because that's a guy that you helped mold. That's a guy you've seen grow. That's a guy you've seen become the Top Rope Promotions heavyweight champion, and now he's drop kicking you in the face and clotheslining you right out of the ring. And Nico Silva's energy level is off the page. Like I said, I've been watching I've been watching Nico Silva since he started, and it's amazing to see how somebody can really grow into their own and to learn so much and become as devastating and as dangerous as Nico Silva has become. Now again, Nico Silva now seeing if Ryan Waters, who took a sip of water, wants to get back in the ring here. And he does. Obviously a show of sportsmanship from these two. Oh, his shoes on. Oh, wait a minute! Well, same old Ryan Waters. I thought he was telling Nico Silva that he had a shoelace he needed tied. And obviously this was going to be just about... Look at this, he tried to rip the eyes out. Nico Silva, what is Ryan Waters is really... Oh, Nico, he can't see. Man, I'll tell you what, Ryan Waters is... This guy, make no mistake about it, as somber as it is right now, as sad as it's been the last couple days, this guy is still one of the most sickest individuals in wrestling that you'll ever find, and the most capitalistic guys. He capitalizes on his own sadistic tactics. And I'll tell you, if Nico thought that in this match that maybe Ryan Waters wouldn't do that, well, then he was really mistaken. Ryan Waters taking the, oh man, right back down to the canvas with that headlock. Ryan Waters taking the place tonight of the trainer, Nick Steele. And now he's got his sights set on this Top Rope Promotions Heavyweight Championship that Nico really wants to, he wants to hold on to it. He wants to represent Top Rope Promotions as long as he can. He wants to have a run as good as Teddy Goods. That's got to be on Nico Silva's mind, because that's who he was watching for a long time as he was up and coming. Nico Silva. Oh, he got clotheslined by Ryan Waters off the rope. And off you go again. A big head of steam into that big, huge leg drop there that would make shades of the Hitman, Bret Hart. 1, 2. Almost. Really putting down that shot to the head on that leg drop. When you come at him with that kind of power angle, a line drive right to the head of your body come crashing down. And now working on the lower back is Ryan Waters. Got some of that wrist tape off too. Referee might want to keep an eye on that. And sure enough, here it comes. He's choking Nico Silva. Tony P has to realize this, but now he's moved it into a regular sort of a sleeper hold here. Could be a rear naked choke that he could move it into. Rear naked chokes in wrestling a lot of times now are legal. You can do them. Years ago, chokeholds, you couldn't do it. You couldn't do a chokehold, a straight up chokehold. But into a rear naked choke or into a sleeper, those are usually allowed. And right now it's this sleeper lock or chin lock, it looks like. And Nico desperate, driving a shot right to the jaw. Now big chops across the chest. Ryan Waters to the corner. Here comes Nico, and he caught the boot of Ryan, and a big time chop. Ryan Waters off the rope. Nico Silva ducked it. Ryan held on, and he lifts up Nico on back body, dropped him out of the ring. Who's going to take what's theirs in this match? Who's going to take the Top Rope Promotions Heavyweight Championship? Who's going to choose life? Who's going to survive? Well, Ryan Waters is saying he's going to do it because he's already holding up the belt. Oh, from behind, 1, 2. No. The belt is in the ring. Nico Silva with a schoolboy. 1, 2. 2.5. Waist lock. Tried to roll through. Ryan Waters shoved him away. And oh, Tony P. Oh, Tony P got caught in the middle. Tony P was trying to signal to hold on a second. I got to check on Ryan. He's in the corner. And he went to do it. And Nico Silva had already committed to this move. Ryan Waters is up. And he's down. Falcon Arrow by Nico Silva. Falcon Arrow. But the referee's down. Tony P's down. Oh, wait, what the hell? Who the hell's this? Wait a second.
Oh my God! What a shot to the face of Nico Silva! Wait a minute! That's Greg Costa! Greg Costa's out here! The man of the jungle, Costa, slams him down to the canvas! And the Nick Steele chants reign throughout the crowd here! Congo's down! Costa must have been in the back, and he didn't like what he saw, and he came out here. Thank goodness for Nico. Now Nico, Ryan Waters trying to pile drive. Oh, look out! Destroyer, 2, 3, and that's it! Nico Silva retains the Top Rope Promotions Heavyweight Championship. And in classic Ryan Waters fashion, it wasn't without incident.
What a match! Oh, Pillman, he ducked out of it. A super kick! Up. Waist lock here.
On a roll block. Teddy counters!
3! He got him! He got him!
Grit and determination can make you the first ever junior heavyweight champion. It also makes you a target.
Oh my God!
He held up the junior heavyweight championship that belongs to me and told all those people he was the best.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. He's been angry at Teddy Goods for a long time.
Then I walked in the ring and I hit him in the back of the head with death by elbow.
Just had Teddy Goods.
That's disgusting.
Who's the best now, Teddy?
Get him out of here.
Now Teddy Goods must face a jealous familiar foe.
No.
Wait a second.
Teddy, come on.
Come on, guys.
That's what he wants, Teddy.
Somebody's gonna stop this. Seriously. JT Dunn thinks it's funny.
Now, at New England All-Star Wrestling's All-Star Anniversary 2021, larger than life, Friday, June 11th, in Kingston, Massachusetts, JT Dunn meets Teddy Goods. Tickets available now.
Goods fighting back, but he caught shorter, and now really by JT Dunn. Teddy Goods makes the first ever defense and appearance with that junior heavyweight championship. And what about it now? When he doesn't have his back turned to you.
fantastic Whaling City Wrecking Crew, weighing in at 205 pounds, the reigning, defending, and first ever New England All-Star Wrestling Junior Heavyweight Champion, Teddy Goods!
Is that Tommy NC's dad out there? I don't know who this is. That might be Jesse Ventura.
Teddy Goods from behind at our last event when Teddy Goods became the first ever junior heavyweight champion. And I believe JT Dunn suckered everybody, really forced himself into this match, getting a title opportunity for being a scumbag and hitting Teddy Goods from behind with death by elbow. Teddy Goods with that side headlock. Teddy Goods is just loved throughout New England, all over the wrestling world. People just love him. And now he's the first champion. Look at that. Nasty on that toss there from Teddy Goods. And now JT Dunn forced to go to the outside in front of the people that he was talking trash to. And now Dunn back. Oh, forearm sends Dunn back to the outside and on the guardrail. JT Dunn hit Teddy Goods from behind with death by elbow after Goods defeated Brian Pillman Jr. for the title. But if JT Dunn hits death by elbow in this one, it's over. He wins the title, potentially. But he's not looking too good on the outside now. Teddy Goods finally getting some of that retribution after weeks of having to see the replay of himself be hit in the back of the head with death by elbow by JT Dunn. JT Dunn slowly getting back in. And that's a horrible thing to say to the fans here by JT Dunn, who does whatever he wants. Whenever he wants, apparently. And you wonder how long JT Dunn's going to sit here spending time bashing the fans and children in the crowd. Collar elbow tie-up. JT Dunn backing up Teddy Goods into the corner. Ooh. Oh, Teddy Goods chopped JT Dunn out of his boots. He saw that coming, and now the wrist lock. Ooh, there's that elbow right to the head. And Goods fires one right back. The champion sending Dunn into the corner. Drop kick takes down JT Dunn. And Goods goes for the cover, too. You know, it's been a while since I've heard Teddy Goods this quiet over the last couple of weeks. And he was very upset about what happened. And oh, driven right into that middle turnbuckle. All the momentum. JT Dunn pushed him forward, made him think he was going back, and then dropped him down right into the turnbuckle head first. Might have knocked the champion. Double axe handle over the top, sledge over the top of the back there. And now the champion's in trouble. JT Dunn looking for the Junior Heavyweight Championship, looking to give Goods a short reign. And now those short elbows and a huge chop. Everybody knows JT Dunn is known for that elbow. Oh! Chop right across the sternum. And Dunn is peeling the ear of and Tony P has to see what JT Dunn is doing. He's peeling back the ear of Teddy Goods, which I don't believe is legal. And now Goods firing away. This is just JT Dunn trying to get Goods out of his element, trying to get him angry. Ooh, flying elbow there right to the face. JT Dunn. Lateral press, doesn't hook the leg, holds the arm down. Can't hold him. And now that cross face, trying to lock it in, smear it. Referee Tony P in there to see if Goods is going to have to submit, but although the extreme look of pain on Goods' face, and obviously he's worried, his legs are still in good shape. He's still got a lot of agility in this match, and stamina is the word I'm looking for. Single kick right to the jaw. JT Dunn with a clothesline. Impressive stuff, you got to give it to him. He may be sick, he may be weird, he may be a horrible person, he may have cheap shotted the champion a couple weeks ago, but that was... He's one of the best wrestlers in the world right now. He's dangerous. And the champ is down, and a kick right to the face. Look at these nasty stomps. JT Dunn steps on the first rope to get elevation and smash it down in the face of Teddy Goods. Goods trying to use the ropes to get himself back up. Champion's in trouble. One of two championship matches tonight, but Goods, some desperation there. Goods is firing away in desperation. JT Dunn is with authority whip to the buckle, I was about to say. Everything JT Dunn does now is with authority, is with confidence. He's in control. Goods is in trouble. Everything he does has been counteractive, desperation. Doesn't have enough power behind it like normal for Goods. And now JT Dunn stalking Teddy Goods with that crossface, trying to lock it in. Now just wrenching that headlock. Still just a chin lock though right now for JT Dunn rather. Tony P, I've got to do it all tonight. Timekeeper bell, and I'm paying attention to the eyes of Tony P and the referee, and right now the confidence is seeping off of the forehead of JT Dunn, who said earlier tonight he showed up to this arena. JT Dunn showed up here earlier than anybody. And I don't know what that was for. I honestly thought it was some kind of nefarious means. The guy's here at 2 p.m. in the afternoon talking trash to Teddy Goods in the parking lot. Double underhook here. Both arms hooked. JT Dunn a little bit shorter, and now Goods is trying to use his power to swing out of this, and he with a shot to the chest, but not enough. See, there's not enough behind that. And now Dunn is able to get right back under. Double underhook slam. 1, 2, and Goods, no. Goods able to power out of that one. You can see the look on Teddy Goods' face, man. I'll tell you what, I've seen this look on Teddy Goods before. I've seen him look this way, but never this early in a match. And I don't know what hit him, what happened earlier, but they could have been the kick to the head or the elbows. But Goods the champion does not look, he obviously doesn't look 100% right now. As JT Dunn's able to will him into this submission move right now with these both arms hooked. And then he's using the knee right there to drive the head up. No, nothing from JT Dunn's asking referee to ask Teddy. Teddy's trying to swing his hips, swing his arms, swing his legs. Referee checking, he says no. Crowd starting to get behind Goods, the champion. This is for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. New England All-Star Wrestling, an All-Star Anniversary. Our first title match. And now, Goods trying to fight back, but again, he can't get that power behind it that JT Dunn's had. Ooh, with an enziguri, though. That came from out of nowhere. Goods looking like he needs some help here. Trying to catch some of that energy from the fans. Oh, JT Dunn sidestepped him into the ropes and then a knee right to the back of the head. JT Dunn, back suplex, and that might be it. That might be it. 1, 2, and no! Goods just able to get that left shoulder up. And now JT Dunn staring a hole through referee Tony P. I don't know why he's got his hands on the referee. And it wouldn't be the first time that JT Dunn would assault Tony P in a match, by the way. And again, what was JT Dunn was here at about 2 p.m. today. He wants make no mistake about it, a lot of it's about money with him. It's not the prestige of being the first champion. It's not he's holding his title. He wants money, that's what I think. Champion Rock there. It didn't take much to get Goods off his feet there. Goods was looking for a little bit of help from the crowd earlier, and he got some of it, but just not enough, and not enough steam from the champion to really get the crowd going and get him behind him. And Teddy Goods is in trouble. Again, this is dead center of the ring. We saw in that women's match earlier what happens when a submission takes place in the middle of the ring. And I know that Teddy Goods is a grizzled veteran. He's a unbelievable hero to some people in New England and wrestling here. And now he's trying to fight out of this. Teddy Goods, though, doesn't have it. He does. He presses up. Pops up, but he can't swing out of it. JT Dunn is still locking it in, still holding on. Teddy Goods gets separation. Death by elbow miss. Super kick connected, though, from Teddy Goods. A super kick right to the head. JT Dunn goes down! JT Dunn is on Dream Street! He missed with death by elbow! Teddy Goods connected with a desperate super kick. JT Dunn in the corner trying to pull himself up. Goods back to his feet. Here comes Goods with a running elbow! And now might be time to count for Goods! 2, 3, referee separating that. Goods realizes it, comes in with an elbow. If you get disqualified, you keep the title, but that's not how Goods wants to win it. How Goods wants to win it. Easy for me to say. And now dropping those elbows across the back of the head from JT Dunn. The man that just a few weeks ago hit him in the back of the head with death by elbow. The champ ducks a clothesline and then spears JT Dunn up and over. Rolls through 1, 2, 2.5. 2.5 for Goods. Goods fighting back, but he caught a leg right to the face, caught a boot to the face. Uppercut by Goods. Right to the jaw. Goods now hooking the legs. He was looking for Goods times. Instead, he just throws JT Dunn off the top rope. 1, 2, 3. No. JT Dunn able to kick out at the last second. Teddy Goods mounting a comeback here as the champion tries to make his way back to his feet. Fans are digging it. The Junior Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Teddy Goods thinks he's got JT Dunn potentially out, and he's trying to pick him up here. And now Goods off the rope. JT Dunn, oh, he caught him with a short elbow. And now an elbow back from Goods to Dunn. And a forearm, rather. And forearms here. They're striking back and forth. Both men loading the gun and firing. That time Goods goes underneath with a slight uppercut. And now back and forth. Rights, both delivering to the face. What are they going to have left when this is over? A chop right to the throat. And JT Dunn, oh, and for death by elbow. And instead a huge lariat. They rock JT Dunn. That's the second time he missed death by elbow. 1, 2, no! Still not enough to put The champion so close to retaining his title. JT Dunn went for his finishing maneuver. Death by elbow for the second time, and Teddy Goods cut him off with a tremendous clothesline. Teddy Goods is calling for the end. Look at that intense look. Look at the look on Teddy Goods' face. Look at the look on the champion. Man, I have not seen Teddy Goods look like that in a long time, man. He's trying to fire himself up. These two guys have battled so many times. Goods, oh, just shoved. JT Dunn to the corner now, chops, firing away on the chest and the sternum. Now he's painting him. And look at Dunn. The intensity on the junior heavyweight champion. And right to the corner he goes. Head first, JT Dunn up on top. Goods setting him up here in the package. For Goods' time, he can't hit it. Look out! Ooh, he got him! JT Dunn got him, but not enough. That time, Teddy Goods ducked under it, a knee right to the jaw. Teddy Goods, oh, with a huge cutter! Huge cutter! JT Dunn missed again! Teddy Goods connected! 1, 2, no! Teddy Goods to put away JT Dunn. JT Dunn rolled to the outside. He might be knocked out even though he kicked out. And where is JT Dunn going? Teddy Goods looking for where Dunn went himself. JT Dunn went under the ring, I think, for a second. Oh, Goods! Driven off the... Wait, JT Dunn's got that turnbuckle, that rope tightener. They had to tighten the ropes earlier. I mentioned they were loose. Referee doesn't see that JT Dunn's got a metal object in his hand. He's got a foreign object in his hand. Tony P's got to notice this. Oh, he did. Tony P does notice it. And oh, from behind, Tony P's going to discard. Teddy Goods has it rolled up. 1, 2, 2.5, no. Good eyes by referee Tony P, but a super kick to the chest. And a kick to the face by JT Dunn, and then an elbow strike to the top of the head. Teddy Goods might have been knocked out by it, I don't know. And one other thing is that JT Dunn has missed with death by elbow. He's obviously frustrated that he missed with death by elbow several times. Tony P's checking on, and again JT Dunn's trying to use a weapon. He's probably frustrated, he can't put away Goods. Oh, and kick, oh no, he caught him right below the belt. Tony P didn't see it, he was discarding the weapon. Oh, death by elbow! You gotta be kidding me! He finally hit it! 1, 2, 3, that's it! You gotta be kidding me! You've gotta be friggin' kidding me! JT Dunn could not hit death by elbow in this match. And he was going to use a foreign object, but it was really just subterfuge. Tony P was distracted, and he kicked Teddy Goods right below the belt. And ironically, a kick below to the belt is going to earn him a belt. And now shoving referee Tony P. I don't know what the hell is so good about this. I don't know what the hell so good is about cheating. First, he hits Teddy Goods from behind in the head after Goods wins the belt. And then he gets rewarded with a match for the title. And then he low blows Teddy Goods and wins the Junior Heavyweight Championship. I have never seen such a good thing come to such a garbage SOB. JT Dunn. I will give it to him, it was inventive. He did pull a fast one.
It's Spencer Slade, the guy that got his ass kicked tonight by Amos.
rings, he is not moved, besides to stare around intensely at the crowd with focus. Focus that comes from deep in the heart. Spencer Slade locks up with Travis Jacobs in the center of the ring. There's that dangerous ankle lock. He's already got it locked on. Travis able to get out of it. Oh my goodness, if he locked that on, it would have been it. He did not have it locked on. 2.5, good sticks to honing in on his opponent and destroying them. It on any opponent yet. Oh my God! He just reared back with a huge right hand. And he connected with all of it. Kick right to the head. These are some of the most vicious strikes I've seen tonight, and I don't know if Travis Jacobs knows where he is. He almost caught the rope there. He needed to land on that rope and get himself out of the ring. And Spencer Slade's toying with him. That's what's happening right now. And he rears back in another right hand. And Slade is just boxing him right now in the face. I think for Travis, because I actually think benefits Travis, to be honest. I've ever seen him in. For the second time, and he drove! Travis Jacobs. Come on, man, this is crazy. This is the second time. Who's borrowing a clothesline on one of our officials? Spencer Slade is... Spencer Slade, look out! Has become incensed or filled with rage after finding out that he loses this match. And now Travis Jacobs going after him. Spencer ducks that clothesline and up. Oh, an angle slam there. Spencer Slade is... Man, nobody may be able to stop this guy. Oh, wait a minute. What is Notorious Mimi? Oh, my God, get her out of here. Come on, get her out of here. She's trying to... Obviously trying to protect her friend. Oh, she's not enough from New Jersey. And now she's trying to take shots at Spencer Slade. Notorious Mimi comes to the aid of Spencer Slade. Or rather of Travis Jacobs, and she's attacking Spencer Slade. I mean, bless her heart, because you got... Well, come on. Wait a minute, no! No, my God, no! What the hell? What the hell is wrong with him? Spencer Slade just attacked a female wrestler after attacking just about everybody else who came out here. This is Sully O'Brien and more officials coming out here to look on. She dropped on the back of her head. This is way too much. Man, I have seen a lot of horrific stuff in the past few months between what JT Dunn did and everything else, and even Spencer Slade breaking a guy's ankle. But it looks like hopefully Mimi's going to be okay, but obviously worried about head trauma there. I can't believe this guy's going to be allowed to compete in the future, maybe. I don't know.